there. Good afternoon. How you doing? Wow. Let me say, welcome to another program. The series of What's on Your Mind. The program is produced by Breakthrough TV. And I am Carl. So how you doing? Let me first say a little bit of apology. Because we're running a little bit late. But this is a live stream. So let me explain something about a live stream. When we do a live stream, which is totally live, what actually happens is that we test everything. Make sure everything is going fine. And as I said, we test everything. All the technology is tested and everything is fairly well. As soon as you press that button to put the program out, occasionally something happens. And this is as it has happened this afternoon. Okay? Well, let me say thank you for tuning into the program. My name is Carl, and the program is produced, as I say, by Breakthrough TV. And what a week it has been. What a week. It's been sort of a strange week, in the sense that it's been fairly sort of quiet in some terms compared to the last 2 weeks when we had a lot of panic. Yeah. A lot of people was panicking about the petrol, and that seems to have eased. You know, that is, I said that seems to be it doesn't seem to be happening. It seems to be happening so much again. I don't know why that is, but of course I don't know why. Everybody has stopped panicking. Yeah, everybody has stopped panicking, which is great. You know, it's actually marvelous to see that. You know what I mean? Everybody stopped panicking and things is sort of getting back together. And we are in, as we say, almost the end of the year. November next, then it'll be December. And what a year it has been. What a year. And even today I've learned that the oldest man has gone into space. The great, shall I say Captain Kirk or William Shatner? Yes, the great William Shatner, Captain James Kirk, the Enterprise man, has finally got into space for reality. Yeah, I gotta say that, for reality. And I wonder how he feels. As I say, he's the oldest man to go into space. I wonder how he feels. I wonder if he feels energized. he's probably felt energized. I say, well done on you, William Shatner. You see, age is no barrier to anything. The other thing, you know, what about this as well? The other thing is that him have money. So, as well as that, money is not a sort of a barrier to those sort of things. I don't think I'll ever get into space. You know, do you? I don't know. Then again, you never know. Maybe somebody is watching this program and they say, "Well, we gotta put you into space, Carl." Oh dear me! Don't say it. I gotta, as you know, that this program, I have to have my laugh. I have to make moments for my laugh, and that is my laugh. As I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And you know, as I say, we always sort of look at a few things that's happening around the world. You know, and my rant is coming up later. I want to rant this week, and I'm going to tell you about my rant this week. I'm going to have a little rant about my about the NHS health service. I'm going to have a rant about the NHS in the UK, and stay tuned for that, because my rant will be very, very interesting, and some of the things that are actually happening, and some of the things that the staffs are actually going through. You know what I mean? So let me say, this is a live stream. So if you see me wipe my eyes, it's a live stream. You know what I mean? There's nobody out there, no makeup artist to come in and says, "Carl, we patch you down and make you look good." I mean, I do look good myself as it is, but you know, generally if it's not a live stream or when it's your pre-recorded program, you get somebody that says, "Oh, his eyes is running, we'll tap him. He's sweating too much, we'll tap him. He put some makeup on him because his makeup just slipped." Well, there you have it. There's none of that here. Anyway, let me start looking at a few things that's been happening around the world. COVID-19 travel from the UK has been eased to all destinations, because COVID travel, a lot of the country was on red, was on red list. Well, a lot of those countries now has been eased, and I think there's only about 7 countries that's still on the COVID red list, and that is Panama, Colombia, Venezuela, Peru, Ecuador, Haiti, and Dominican Republic. So those are the countries that's still on the COVID red list of travels. You know what I mean? But as I say, that is easy, and it's good to see that. The other thing is, well, it's holiday, isn't it? It's half term. I know. I'm laughing a lot today because I'm feeling good. As I say, it's half term, so that would come in very, very handy to a lot of families, if they want to go away, I mean? I say it's half term, and then it may be, when before we know it again, we'll be all heading away for Christmas, because Christmas is not too far away at all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and you can do that now, because this is a live stream. Share the program to your friend, your relatives, your auntie, your granny, or whatever, or whoever wants to have a laugh. Just share the program. Yeah, thank you. Let me once again move on. Now, in London, wow, this week, Greenpeace activists in London has bought Downing Street to a close. This happens on Monday. And as I say, the road was closed, and Whitehall was closed. They sit in the street, and they had big drums, and they cheered themselves. I should have said, they shackled themselves. Don't talk about shackling, all right? Shackling is a very bad thing in my ancestors' days. But they shackle themselves to drums. And this is a protest about the drilling of oil, you know what I mean? They don't want, the Boris Johnson to agree to a deal of drilling more oil, you know what I mean? And as well as that, there was actually a statue of Boris Johnson, a size statue of Boris Johnson, and it was splattered in oil. Can you believe that? It was splattered in oil. So that is a protest that there seems to be a lot more protests this year about the environment and climate change, you know what I mean? And there's quite a few of those that's only going on. So we see what difference will this make, or will anything change in the future? It'll be very, very interesting to see. Now, my next story, I go to the USA. Now, in the USA, right, an 8th grade English teacher in North Carolina has resigned after telling African American students in her class that if it wasn't for the American Constitution, yeah, they would be all working in fields as slaves. Now, what a thing to say. What a thing for a teacher to be teaching in class, or to be saying in class. However, apparently the school has had different racist activities or different racist situation that's been going on in the school. Winterville Chartered Academy. There've been different things been going on at the school for a while. And this only get to be on social media and went viral. And the teacher, the head teacher, Anastasia Ray, has said the teacher will not be returning to the school. I should think not. You can't keep saying this in time like this. No, you can't keep saying that anymore. So that's, you know what I mean. And that teacher should have known better, because she should have, she should have learned. If she's a teacher, she should have learned a long time ago when she was going to college or when she was studying that she can't do things like that. Yeah, moving on. And this is also another story which is which is also a bit naughty. The actress you see the lady you see on my screen is an actress. And her name is Holly Robinson Peart. And she's in British Columbia. And she's actually filming a movie. And she's asked her 2 sons to join her. She bought them tickets. Now, when her 2 sons decide to return, her 2 sons are actually African American. When her 2 sons decided to return, they had tickets in the business class. However, an Air Canada ticket assistant refused them from boarding the plane. Now, what can you say about that? Is it the fact that there was African American going into a business class? The ticket was bought. The world is getting crazy and crazy every day. Let me move on as well. The lady on my screen is an African Caribbean scientist. And she says research is institutional racist. Dr. Jasmine Scarletti, a student in volcanology, has been excited to embark on a career in academic research. She believes she was well placed to get a job offer. She has distinction in her master's. She has recipient of the prestigious President's Medal from the Royal Geography Society. However, she also has her PhD. And she's applied for a lot of jobs. She has had 30 rejections for a full-time post. Yeah, 30 rejections. Now, so she asked for feedback. And the feedback was, she was told she was academically qualified. However, they don't feel that she would fit in. Now, she says she acknowledged that going for such a post is not easy, or having such a post is not easy. However, she can't help feeling that her race may be a factor. Yeah, possible. Let me move on. We go to entertainment. Now, entertainment. The man you see on my screen, what can I tell you about that man? Then Georgie used to make the firelights, a log of wood burning through the night. Yes, does that make sense to you? His name is George Headley, George Robinson. And he was immortalized in the Bob Marley tune, No Woman No Cry. Well, he has passed. The organization, the Tough Gun Group companies confirm on social media of his death. And he died at the age of 88. So we say, big respect to that brother who was immortalized. Georgie! Big respect. Still burning his spliff there. Still burning this spliff. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program. Thank you. And you can, don't forget this as well, you can contact Breakthrough TV at any time. www.breakthroughtv, yeah, gmail.com. Let me also move on. Now, the man on my screen, Kama Oti. His popular dancer's name is Ding Dong. Now, Ding Dong has said he's took both vaccine. And he has said he's done this because, as an example for his children. Because he says his children has to take the vaccine. So, he don't want his children to take the vaccine and him not take it. So he's doing this as an example, taking the vaccine. And him say, you might as well take the thing and done. Because once you take the thing and done, you can move on. So, that's what the man has says. And you remember that song in it? Inside, Inside. You remember that song? Inside. I gotta tell you, when that song come out, it makes me laugh. So you got to stay inside. So, oh dear me. Be afraid of people, you know, be afraid of people. Yeah, I got that's true to my own heart. That is, I gotta tell you, I'm scared of people myself. And that's real enough. I tell you, I gotta be honest with you. I can't stand big crowds. I don't like to be in a place where there's too many people. That's why a lot of these shows, all of the dances and things like that, I don't go unless I'm playing on stage. I don't go because I can't stand being in a big crowd. It sends me crazy. And even in a time like this, you know what I mean? I remember some months ago me and a well-known colleagues of mine, we was playing at a particular place. We was playing at a particular dance, and it was a good day, and I had a marquee on my own, and nobody could come in the marquee. Even though it was a dry day, nobody could come in the marquee because I don't like big crowds. I must be getting old. Right, let me move on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the program, yeah? Now, my next piece of news is, wow. Now, wow. Can you say? R. Kelly album sale has rocketed 500% following the verdict of him being found guilty. The singer sales boom and stream has gone up. Also, his audio has increased by 22%. Video stream also has gone up by 23%. However, his channels, I think he's got more than one channels, yeah? His channels has been removed from YouTube. I've heard a lot of people say about something about his music, but that's very interesting. It's very interesting. And R. Kelly, I know what he's done, you know. The only thing I could say about him is that he's got family as well. So, possibly, if they leave his music up, his family will be able to have a good living, because his family never did nothing, did they? I'm not defending what he's done. I would never dare defend what he's done. But his family never did nothing. You know what I mean? It's a bit like, say now, let me put it this against you. It's a bit like, say, you married, so let's say you married to a You married to a man. And the man do all kind of crazy things and do all kind of nasty things. And he's put away and arrested and go and serve his time. Now you, his wife, you haven't done anything. So you shouldn't suffer. Does that make sense? Moving on. Now, sports. The Liverpool and England ex-player, John Barnes. John Barnes has written a book. And he also asks, why does Caucasian people don't see him as themselves? And he also says, I wonder if they realize I could be more superior than them. Yeah. Honestly, John Barnes has wrote a book, he's got some very interesting things in this book. And the book is also The Uncomfortable Truth. That's what the name of the book is called. And he also says, the royal who allegedly asked about Archie's skin color was not racist. He says the alleged comments about Harry and Meghan's son were realistic. He says it was a realistic question to ask. And he told the Sunday Times magazine people will always ask about baby. For example, what it looked like, if it's dark or it's not dark. So he said people will always ask questions about baby. Now, this is not in any paper, this is just from me now. The only thing I could say is that maybe he's got points. Because, you know, we, even African Caribbean people, we say, oh, the baby nice, how him so big, how him so small, him have brown eyes, how him have a blue eyes, you know, how him so mager, how him so fat, him buffy, how much did he come out? Him come out 8 pounds, my him the biggie, how much did him come out? Him come out 3 pounds, my him the tiger, him mager, you see. So, maybe, I don't know. Maybe him have a pint. Maybe he don't have a pint. Do you see what I'm saying now? Does that make any sense to you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My telephone number should be coming up somewhere. And you can actually get in touch with the program and share your comments as well. It's 07872 443 765, yeah? And get in touch. Tell us what you think, yeah? And I say, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. It's going quick today, actually. I don't know why it's going so quick. Then again, the air is going quick. Deontay Wilder has lost the fight to Mike Tyson. Not Mike Tyson. Tyson Fury. As I said, this is a live stream, yeah? Tyson Fury. My days. Now, I got to tell you, because it did knock him down twice. Wilder knocked down Tyson twice. I think it was a tough fight. I got to say, I didn't see the fights, but from some of the reports I read, yeah, it knocked him down. And then Fury come back and win the fight. I think it was in the 11th round, you know. Those fights are those heavyweight fights, you know what I mean, they're hard fights, you know what I mean? They're hard fights. And I sometimes wonder if, I don't know. I suppose there's so much money involved, but those fights are hard. And you sometimes wonder, you know, what's all those fights about? I know what it's about, but you know what I mean. And it's hard. That's tough. You know what I mean. I don't know if he's gonna retire now or what. And maybe even what's his name should retire. Maybe Tyson should retire now. Tyson Fury should retire because he's a big man. He can make enough money. So maybe he should also retire, you know what I mean? Because them fights, when you're so big as well, you know what I mean? Those fights are not easy. They're never easy. So it's one of them ones. It's just one of them ones. Yeah. And I do hope Wilder, as far as I know, he's fine, you know what I mean? And he did okay, you know what I mean? But I say he lost the fight. I do hope maybe he should just relax and don't do any boxing. Go write a book or something. You know what I mean? Go write a book about boxing experience or go and teach youngsters, you know what I mean? Some about different sports and that sort of thing, you know what I mean? So, and let's say, the other thing as well, it's, I must say big congratulations to both of them, you know what I mean? Absolutely marvelous. But I said boxing is a cruel and harsh sport, you know what I mean? I know people may take different ideas, you know what I mean? But it's a cruel. I mean, you only are gonna listen to my guy who used to say that. Chris Eubank, you know what I mean? Chris Eubank used to say that, you know what I mean? So it's a very, quoting Chris Eubank, it's a very, very tough sport. And as I say, big congratulations to both of them. I would like to do it. I'm not big enough anyway, so. I'm not big enough, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You have to train for all those years and all the rest of it. It's not an easy thing, you know. So I do hope, you know, both of them will be okay. And I say once again, you know, big congratulations to both of them. And then call entertainment, isn't it? Entertainment. I know. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. And, as I say, we here at Breakthrough TV, we do a live stream each Monday. No, it's not Monday today, it's Wednesday. It's a live stream, so I can say Monday, but it's Wednesday today. We do a live stream each Wednesday, you know what I mean? And as I say, if you see any technical issues, you know, it's the live stream. And we do a lot of checks before we do this. And as soon as you press boom to go out, you know, you always something happen. It's a bit like back in the early days, you know. I remember back in the early days. When you're a musician and you play back in the early days, you do your sound check and you do everything, and you get on stage, and then something happen. One of the worst things that used to happen is that, I don't know if things have changed now, but one of the worst things used to happen, you used to have what you call a multi-core. And you used to run the multi-core that plugs into everything, and everything would be plugged into the multi-core like on the floor. Everything plugged up into the multi-core. And you come on stage and you're ready to go. And then something goes wrong in the multi-core. I think that system has changed now, you know, because things are much upgraded these days, you know. But that is one of the things about doing live stream, you know what I mean? But we still do this because we enjoy doing this, and you know, it tests our nerve, it tests my nerves, it tests the producer nerves, and it tests my director nerves, and it also takes all the guys who actually helped us, you know what I mean? And yeah, and to be honest, it's quite sometimes it's quite easy because otherwise you got to do a lot of editing, and it's time consuming. And we have a very small operation, so we don't have all this big giant of a computer that you press one button and you go boop, and it edits everything. So I hope I've explained that a little so you understand that. Yeah? Right. Let me say thank you. Now, as you know, each week I do a rant. Now, my rant this week is about the health service. Now, we see people in the health service is being abused, both physically, racially, and mentally. Now, your doctor, your nurses, and all the people that works in the health service, these are people that doing a good job. Yeah, they're helping us to get well, to get better. to feel better. But yet, we see they're being abused. And this year, there's more abuse than ever before. Yeah, in the NHS. Now, shall I ask why that is? Don't know why that is. Now, I've heard all the silly excuses. Oh, it's because of COVID. And it's because of this. And it's because of that. I don't think COVID is being an excuse to use. We are all going through this COVID period of time, but don't use it as an excuse. It's not an excuse to abuse health workers. It's not an excuse to abuse your doctors. So this week, we're sticking up for the NHS in the UK, or health workers wherever you are in the world. We are sticking up for you guys. And says the abuse should stop. It shouldn't happen. Now, I also wonder, is this a society problem? Because sometimes I think society is actually breaking down quicker than we realize. Quicker than we realize. So it's a no. And I think the people in the health service and those who are in charge should have a zero tolerance on abuse. I mean, I know in some places, in some of the trust in the UK, they've actually security start wearing body cameras to monitor this sort of behavior. You know what I mean? And it's bad enough when sort of normal people, we call normal, can you call them normal? They can't be normal. When you sort of people that, you know, who sort of okay, you know what I mean, go in and start abusing health workers. Never mind the junking one. Them have to help people have to deal with people on drugs, alcohol, all kind of different things. And it shouldn't be going on. These are people who are doing the best to help us. So we shouldn't be going on. And I think the government needs to step it up and do something constructive about this. Because this shouldn't be happening. And as I say, it's society totally breaking down. There's no manners, there's no respect, there's nothing at all. You can't go on abusing people. You can't go on abusing people in the health service. Just because you don't have your way. The whole damn system is under pressure anyway. There's a shortage of nurses. There's a shortage of doctors. There's a shortage of other health workers. But you have to have a zero tolerance. Now, I would love to know. I mean, I could say a lot of things about these abusers. What will you do with these abusers? Do you refuse them treatments? Do you don't bother with them? Don't make them come back to the health service at all. But if you do that, or you do something like that, and something happened to them, are them dead? You're going to be sued. You see how the system's set up? You're going to be sued because you never something there. And the other thing is the doctors and nurses and all these sort of people, they're there to save life, right? So that is not their policy anyway. Yeah, it's not their policy. But, as I say, society as a whole has got to start dealing with this sort of stuff and make sure it doesn't happen. I know sometimes we're angry, I know sometimes we feel this, I know sometimes we feel that, I know sometimes because of the system we don't feel we're getting enough from the system, or we not feel that we're getting urgently. I know and also know that there's people has been sitting on some trolleys or sitting in ambulance waiting for treatment. And that can't be nice for the family. No, absolutely not. It can't be nice for the family. It can't be nice for anybody's family. It can't be nice for my family. It couldn't be nice for your family. And I wouldn't like it myself at all. But you can't go around abusing people. And the other thing as well, the health service as well needs to get to the bottom of this and seeing what is in the system that annoying these people to get angry with the whole system of causing this abuse. As I said, there's no excuse. But I know, as I say, waiting time, the COVID thing, waiting around in ambulance, waiting to see a doctor when you can't see a doctor, that can cause frustration. But frustration is no fun. It's not funny, but I had to put that one in. Frustration is no fun. But you can't go around abusing people who's doing their best and doing their best to help you. You have to try and help these people and try and understand what a lot of these people are going through. And I say, it should be a state of zero tolerance. One health trust actually recorded 1,917 incidents last year. Yeah. Physical abuse is up 38%, according to data figures. And the NHS Trust says our people continue to face abuse. And this sort of behavior is unacceptable. It's not right. It's not good. It shouldn't be allowed. And as I say, you can train, you can train people and you can train people. But how do you train people to stop abuse? I don't know how you do that. You know what I mean? I don't know how you do that. And I think the whole system has got to get really tough on abusive people. You know what I mean? And deal with that sort of stuff, because it shouldn't be allowed. You know what I mean? It's just those things just shouldn't be going on, and they shouldn't be allowed. Now, me staying with the health service. Now, just another little rant I want to do about the health service. As I say, the doctors, the nurses, and all those people do a very, very good job. Now, I'm going to move away from that little rant about it, but I'm still staying with the health service. Yeah. Because now, did I say no? No! No, I haven't got to that story yet. I'm still sticking with the health service. Yeah. Now in the health service again, one of the things which I find a little bit strange is when I go to my doctor. Now, when you go to the doctor or you phone up the doctor, you can't get past the receptionist. Now this is a side that can be very, very frustrating. When you phone your doctor up or go to the doctor to when you have to make an appointment, you can't get past the reception. The reception assistant, they're like got a total power of their own. And I don't know where that come from. Now the first thing when you phone up, they ask you, what's your age? What has my age got to do with me want to see me doctor, I wonder. Now this is a policy I think should go. Because what it does as well, I think what this does is that if you're like say 60, 70, 80, you've heard of younger people in the system getting seen to before people who's 60, 70, 80 or who's mature age. And those people will take it as an offense. So first of all, when you say somebody, when you go to the receptionist and she said, what's your age? Or she phone up and she said, what's your age? The first thing you think goes in your head, oh, why is she asking my age? Is she going to come with some kind of discrimination? So that is not a good policy. The other thing as well, when you say I want to see your doctor, what do you want to see the doctor for? Oh, I've got a pain in my back. Where in your back? I don't have to tell you where in my back. You is not my doctor. It's my doctor me want to see. My data, all this thing I'm going to tell my doctor. It should be private anyway. That's why I've got a data protection. So all I need to do, I don't feel very well. I need to see my doctor. Oh, I've got a lump. Where is the lump? You don't have to know where my lump is. You're not my doctor. My doctor is the one who I want to tell him where my lump is. And they start asking you intimate question. I don't want to tell you any intimate question because you're not my doctor. As I said, my file is protected. My data is protected. So you shouldn't be asking my any intimate question. You get what I'm going with that? So that is a thing I don't sort of like. And I heard a lot of people complain about it because you're not my doctor. If I got a boil in a very particular place, hypothetically, or if I got something in a particular place, you know what I mean? And it's a very private place, I shouldn't have to be telling the doctor receptionist. I should be telling my doctor. My doctor should put it in a note. And if anybody wants to see that, I have to sign a paper. If say you have somebody who wants to see your file, they have to send a medical form out to you and you sign it to allow them to see your data. I know some of you are going to say, okay, they can see your data anyway. But that's not what it's supposed to be. You understand? So when I go to my doctor, I don't want some receptionist. I'm sure all the receptionists is not like that. They do. Some of them do a very, very great job. But I don't want no receptionist asking me, what do I want to see the doctor for? What is my age? And all that kind of rubbish. Because I don't see where it make any sense. Now you're gonna tell me that if it's gonna be on the system before telling my age, you can find me. But if I tell you my name, you'll find me. So I don't need to tell you my age. More or less, I'm already very private about my age anyway. But that's not a problem. That's only my doctor supposed to know that. Because you see, receptionists, they are trained, but you don't know who they're going to tell your business when they go, because them just is a receptionist, you know what I mean? They're just an ordinary other worker. You don't know who they're going to tell your business. Now, my doctor now, if I find that my information has leaked out there, and I know it comes from the doctor, I can deal with that. Because I could say my doctor supplied that information, not my doctor's receptionist. So, as I say, that system needs to change, where the receptionists think they're God. You know what I mean? You can't pass them, they can't do this and you can't do that. You can't get an appointment when you want to. And sometimes you feel that, you know what I mean, they give certain groups priority over other groups. Yeah. That is an interesting one. And I think that one should be actually be looked at in deep details. Yeah. Don't forget, as I say, to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. And as I say, the program goes to youtube.com/Breakthrough TV. And you see this, as I say, this is a live stream. Yeah. Thank you. Now, my next story, moving on. I need to put my glasses on here because I'm moving on to my next story. Now, we talk about Black History. And a lot of us is celebrating Black History Month. Yeah. And, yeah, okay. And a lot of us is jumping up and down, yes, ding, dang, 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 yes, and enjoying and slapping around and enjoying parties and all the rest of it and great celebration, yes. Now, there's something I need to remind you about. The 31st of May, 1921. It's been 100 years this year. The Tulsa Race Massacre. And it marked one of the worst episodes of racial violence in the U.S. history. And armed, some of them were given weapons, armed Caucasian mob make an attack in Greenwood, a prosperous African Caribbean community. African American community in Tulsa, killing as many as 300 people. What was known as the Black Wall Street was burned to the ground. One child says to her mother, I see men with guns. Said, this is a lady, as a child. Florence Mary Paris, at the time she was a small child. And she said, I see men with guns. And when she tried to say, her mother, I see men with guns, her mother didn't believe it. Now, this is one of the worst atrocities that ever took place in the United States. There's been other atrocities. But this is one of the worst situations that ever took place there. Racial. And as I say, as we celebrate Black History Month, we need to be reminded about these things and stop the dancing and the prancing and what all of us, because there's some of that is a serious thing. No. And what we got to remember as well, and we got to remind ourselves and be aware of this, we got to keep this around so nothing like this ever happened to anyone, no other race of people. Whether they be African American, whether they be African Caribbean, whether they be Caucasian or whatever other race of people you are in the world. This sort of thing must never happen again. We remember the World War II and said this sort of thing has never happened again. We remember what the Germans did to the Jews. We say this thing must happen again. And this is exactly the same thing. This sort of thing must never happen again. Yeah? Never. So as we jump and prance around on this and that and we drink, we have to be aware, and this sort of thing never happen ever again. You see some of the survivors, those people you see, the old lady was a very, very young child when this sort of thing happened. And it has only, in this year, a lot of the information are just sort of coming out. See, as I say, it's been 100 years. And a lot of the information was buried. There has been no justice. Nobody has ever get any compensation out of that. No justice. Nothing. Humans doing this to other humans. So, as I say, it should never happen again. And as I say, we got to keep this in mind. All of us across the world, no matter what race you are, you have to keep this in mind. So we stand up for each other when we see racist, a dirty organization, what we call dirty organization, do this sort of thing to other people or to other race, and make sure it never happens again. You know what I mean? Because this was a very sad thing, and it was buried. This community was doing very, very well. They said there was the Black Wall Street. And I've never learned this at school. I've never seen it at school. I've only learned this over the last couple of years of some of the research that come out, and did some of my own research and realized what was happening here. It was never taught. You never see it. It was hidden. Yeah. Don't forget, as I say, to like, share, and subscribe to the program. And our telephone number is 078-7244-3765. And as I say, the program is a live stream which we do each week. It's also sponsored by Reggae Jam Jam, you know what I mean? So, the Jerk Center, which is actually marvelous, and it's a product that's developing a taste of the Caribbean. And as I say, please subscribe to the program. And as I said to you before, we intend to put a lot of different programs out. We're community programs, history programs, arts programs, music program. But we also need your support because we are only a small little organization. You see me and you see there's another couple of programs that Breakthrough actually stream. And this is not about our ego. This is not about we are something. We want to leave something. You know what I mean? We need to leave something. There's a lot of us don't leave nothing at all. So we need to leave something. We need to develop this as an organization. So you guys can come and have a platform and work here as well. You know what I mean? This is a long-term thing that we're trying here. We're doing here. And I must say, this is not a thing we are trying. You hear we are trying a thing. We're not trying a thing. You hear that many times. Even sometimes I say that. But this is not a thing we are trying. This is a serious thing. You know what I mean? And we hope with the support and the working with the right people. The other thing as well, it's very difficult to get the sort of right people in the right frame of mind to work with. That is one of the big challenges we faced, because everybody got them little ego, them little fame, and them little this, and them little that. So it's very hard to find the correct people to work with. So if you think you are the correct person, and you can come and have a chat with us, and we can get involved, and you can see what we're doing, and you can see our aim of what we're trying to achieve. As I say, this is only a small organization, but we hope to extend and extend and extend. And so, as I say, I hope you guys can keep subscribing to the program, keep sharing the program, you know what I mean, and help us. This is an African Caribbean station. Yeah. Thank you. So, the other thing I want to do is I want to pay a couple of tribute to a Mr. Augustus Ross Beasley, his nickname, and he's left us. So we say big condolence to the Ross family. Yeah, big condolence. Sandra, and all your family. Kira, and all your family. Let me say, big condolence to you guys. It's one of those things. And also, I must say, big condolence also to the family of Michael Willis. Michael Willis, I have worked with way, way back. So, that is very, very close to home. And also, again, the family of Corporal Billy Spice. Big condolence to Corporal Billy's family. Wonderful entertainer. Wonderful man who makes you laugh. Wonderful joker. And he was also a sound system man. And that came as a big shock. You know what I mean? So I say big condolence to his family. And all the people out there who lost somebody, let me say big condolence. Also, let me say big condolence to the Bailey family out there in Jamaica. Also, some of the Bailey families in the USFA. The Williamson family in the USFA. The McPhee family. Big shout out to you guys. Big shout out to all of you, wherever you are. And also, big shout out. I don't always get the time to say a big shout out. So, this is why I'm taking the time now. We don't regularly do this, so I'm doing it today. This one of these how the program is set up. We don't actually regularly do this. So, as I say, let me say big shout out. Yeah, thank you. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The other thing I want to say is that if you have any interest, or if you'd like to make any comments, you can send us an email, breakthroughtv@gmail.com. Thank you. And I'm expecting to go to a bit of a thing we attended in the summer, and we had a lot of artists that was on the show. It was actually I'm hoping to get the video of it or the stream of it, all being well. My technical team is working on it. We actually went to the Simmer Down Festival in Hansworth Park. And we had a chance to talk to a lot of different artists. And I'm hoping that we can get a live stream going, or we can get a stream going. Have you seen some of these artists that we actually had a chance to? I think my technical operator or technician is possibly still trying to get it going. But as I say, this is a live stream, and I'm hoping that we will be able to show this.
YouTube TV, everything.
Breakthrough TV.
Run it, man. Run it. Call with a C. For everybody on TV. Yeah, man.
Thank you, thank you.
New Star Radio Live, we love you. And Breakthrough TV, yeah, man. Log into it. No other than Breakthrough TV.
Thank you, Robbie. Have a great day. Look after yourself. Maximum respect. Thank you. Cheers. I also got Yaz. Yaz, my days. My sister, how you doing? Maximum respect. How are you?
I'm feeling very hopeful, my brother. Very hopeful. What a wonderful sunshiny day. Look at this. Look at how many of our people have come together.
It's great to see you, Yaz. So you enjoyed your day?
Oh, absolutely.
Marvelous.
Absolutely.
So you're performing here today?
I've just performed with Amlak Tafari and the Yellow Wall All Stars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you got any tunes coming out? Any music coming out?
At this moment, you'll all have to be patient and wait.
We'll have to be patient. Yeah. We don't want to wait too long, you know.
But it's virtuous to be patient.
No. I love your outfit. Absolutely marvelous. So you're feeling the rest of the vibes for the rest of the afternoon?
Oh yes, absolutely. I'm going to go get some water now before I turn into a pool here with this perspiration, because it's so wonderful and hot. I'm going to give a shout out to the world and good people. Blessed.
Thank you, Yaz Alexander. Marvelous. Yeah, that was a wonderful Yaz Alexander. There was a little clip there from, I don't know if we'll be able to go back to that, of Robbie Levi, Birmingham artist, and he was also there. We speak to a lot of people there. But don't forget, if you don't see this, you can actually go to Breakthrough TV. And Breakthrough TV. And there's
Robbie Levi.
Robbie.
How you doing, Robbie?
I'm good, man. Everything is good, you know?
Everything is good.
Yeah, man. And it's such a glorious event right now, so we're just enjoying the vibes, you know?
Are you having a good day?
Oh, fantastic, man. Couldn't be better.
Are you performing today?
I'm not performing today. I'm just meeting and greeting a few of my brethren them and thing.
Wow, this is a great day, isn't it?
Absolutely,
And
man.
the sun is actually lovely,
We
isn't it?
couldn't ask for no more. We couldn't ask for any more, you know? The Almighty has blessed us today, man. Yeah, man.
What about tunes? Any tunes coming out?
Yes, I have one for you.
What's the name of the album?
Yes, we have a new one right now. It's called Hello Stranger.
Hello, Stranger.
Yeah, man.
Is that an original tune?
It's a remake,
Yeah.
but we re-spin it back in our own style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know the remake always good because I've heard Lady. I've played Lady a lot of the times, and it's
I know you do, man, and I gotta say respect and honor.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. You know, even watching out your YouTube channel. Big up this man, there. YouTube TV, everything.
Breakthrough TV.
Run it, man. Run it. Call with a C.
And I managed to capture another wonderful artist.
Wonderful, that was Robbie there. And Robbie, thank you, Robbie. Big shout out to you. I say this was in the summer. We've done quite a lot of interviews with a whole lot of different artists. You know what I mean? And as I said, that was Robbie Levi there. And we had Yaz Alexander. So many, and there's so many other artists that we talk to. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna edit the whole thing, you know, because it's all work. You know what I mean? You can't just go there with a camera. We have to do the thing properly. You know what I mean? You have to do it good and do it gone. Do it good and done. So that's our matter. You know what I mean? Do it good and done. Yeah. And they say this is a live stream. I haven't seen this lady for quite some time. The wonderful Shelley Lightning. Let's hear what Shelley has to say.
And as I said, this is a recording for New Star Live on Breakthrough TV. And she's just come off stage. The wonderful Shelley Lightning. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Nice to see you here.
I haven't seen you for years.
I know. And we're in such close proximity.
I know. So what you been up to?
Well, as you know, that's album number 10. Album number 11's coming this year. Lots of tunes ready to drop from Jamaica.
Yeah.
Touring, that kind of stuff. General.
What's the name of the album?
This album that we're promoting at the moment is Peaceful Woman.
Yeah.
But you can look out for some heavy tracks from Yard. Guide Us, Digging Deep, Thank You, Ja, whole barrage. Maybe not spoil a surprise.
How do you find the vibes here today?
Well, you know, I guess everybody was a little anxious, and especially who wants to go online to book to come into your local park, you know? So there was a lot of trepidation amongst people who had a lot of questions about it. But it seems the day has turned out beautiful, beautiful vibrations, nice people, nice vibes.
Marvelous, marvelous, marvelous. Well, Shelley, all the very best.
Thank you so much. New style, big up.
Thank you. I've got a...
That was a wonderful Shelley Lightning. As I say, I haven't seen Shelley. I want to say thanks to all those people who took the time out. And there's quite a few more we got to edit and put out. And as I say, if you want to see the full interview that we did with a lot of those people, you need to go to, you can go to Breakthrough TV and clock in. Go to YouTube.com/Breakthrough TV and get in. And you'll see all those wonderful interviews we had with those people. We're going to only show you a few more. As the program goes on, we'll show you some more. We also have... And funny enough, this man I actually run into today as well. The wonderful, highly bred, call him Bread Back.
How you doing?
Well, we there so go on all the festival, you know, the nice vibes, and we love the way I go on still in the community, you know. We need more of this kind of thing, you know. Yeah.
How you finding it today?
Well, you know, so I'm finding, every band, you know, them sound good, and, you know, the vibes nice. You know, you couldn't want a better day still, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah. So what are you up to now? What are you up to?
Well, right now,
Any tunes?
yeah, we have some tune them, you know. A DLR promotion, we have a song called Running Away from Love.
What's that about?
I'm going to get a sneak, you know. Right, take a sneak. Right, you can't hide from love. You can't hide from love. Oh no. When love comes knocking at your door, you got to be ready for sure. When love is knocking at your gate, it's better you cooperate. There's no running away from love, no running away from love. You can't hide your feelings, no hiding place from love. Running away from love, no running away from love. You can't hide your feelings, no hiding place from, you know, I'm not gonna tell you no more.
Thank you, highly bred. No running away from love.
No, yeah, and you know, it's gonna be upon our platform very soon still.
Okay.
We have some show doing London, down Dalston, and Birmingham Heartlands, you know.
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. Thank you, Brett. Have a lovely day. Look
All
after
right.
yourself.
Bless up, Carol.
Thank you.
Respect.
Yeah, that was highly bred there. And we say it was a wonderful day in Hansworth Park at the Simmer Down Festival. We say big shout to all those guys who take the time out. And I said we was backstage. Big shout out to all the guys who take the time out to come and talk to us. It was actually a wonderful day. And we say thanks. And let me say big shout out to the organizers as well for that the marvelous festival down there. And as I say, we got quite a few different clips that we'll show, you know what I mean, different times, you know what I mean, and say, yeah, and if you see a little bit of technical issue there, this just slightly, you know what I mean, it's just some things that runs a little bit slower than you expect them to run, and that's how things are sometimes, and you know what I'm saying, that's how it goes sometimes, yeah. Anyway, we're coming to what we'd say the end of the program. Let me say thank you for tuning into the program. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Okay, let me say thanks to our sponsors, the ACMC. Also, another one, a sponsor, ACMC. Also, New Style Radio 98.7 FM. Also, you can find New Style Radio on www.newstyleradio.co.uk and Breakthrough Studio Video Production. Yeah. Breakthrough Media. Check us out. Breakthrough Media. Check Breakthrough Media out. The Reggae Jam Jam Jerk Center. Check us out. Marvelous. And let me say, once again, thanks to Breakthrough TV. Thanks to our production team. I want to say massive respect. And don't forget, I'll be back here next week. Another live stream with What's on Your Mind. Have a great week.